And here's the performance. Thank you, Thuy My, for welcome Dawn. And if you could maybe stay on stage just briefly, can you tell us a little bit about, you play also the instrument, right? You also play Trahn.
Yes.
And what was your idea about this piece?
Yes. My idea is I write is my work when I have a tour is Sapa is a mountainous region of Vietnam. The land is the lots of fog, and when I come here, I'm very impressed to be here, and I want to write this my work and I use dan instruments to place my work. And I'm really much.
Thank you very much. And what interesting is that you can see that the two pieces are quite different. The first piece, Journey, actually try to learn about all these new instruments, but in your case, you actually know very well already about Danzhen. You also play it, so you can see from the audience that it's completely two different ways of approaching the same piece. And would you be able to maybe add in more comments from the conductor point of view? Thank you.
Thank you very much for the piece. It was very beautiful, and I enjoyed very much working on this piece as well. I actually play the koto. I do some koto playing myself, so this piece is of a lot of interest for me in terms of Trahn and the techniques. And I was wondering if you could imagine also writing a piece that would maybe go even further away from tradition, and maybe even go into some more radical areas of what might be possible to play in terms of instrumental technique on a Trahn. Yes, whether when I heard your piece, I heard a lot of tradition and beautiful melodies, which in terms of the technique. But could you imagine writing a piece that might push the boundaries of the technique into another area?
I think the sound is in my pitch. I want to rise. I want Dan Trahn plays the same the sound of the birds of the sound of oriole of the Martinez reason in my work.
That's another approach as well, that you can actually use the sound in a very in the same way as it's traditionally used. And maybe, as you say, as when Peter play koto, you didn't actually play koto in a Japanese way, aren't you? No. You know, it's also different. And do you have any comments? And in which direction that you can use Trahn if it's not using in this way?
I think that the composers decide. Sure, if I would use it, I would use it certainly in a different way. I would try, for example, to start with a different tuning, yeah, which is a very easy way, which we did also with the koto, that with a different tuning we can make a lot of new variations with slightly changing the original pitches. But I have just one question. I read the score while the performance, and you did a lot of changes in the end. Why did you change the end?
Change the tempo.
Yeah, you changed the tempo. What else you changed in the score? Is there anything you changed in these few days? Yeah?
If you see here, it's a more quiet ending and bumping, but there was run. Why did you change that?
Thanks your question. I want to change the tempo is because in the land is in the morning at the beginning of the morning is the fall at the beginning by 4 and then some girls and boys step by step but suddenly in half it has a sound of the cow and of another animals. So I think I want to write it and I hope you professor and everybody to
So
like
it's
it.
more of like a celebration of the sun's going up. I see.
We just want to know. That's everything. Thank you
So
very much.
It's also possible that sometimes composer, when you hear the piece and then you feel that the piece needs a different energy and then you change it, so that's possible. Okay, thank you very, very much. Okay, thank you. And thank you very much. Big hands to her again. Yeah. Very much. Thank you. And